So I've been wanting to start on some Project Cars 2 content, right? And I didn't want to just focus on multiplayer, I wanted to do some single player, so instead of just doing one race per video, I'm going to do all 7 races in one video. This is the Super Trofeo Championship that I did, and let's just get into it. Autodromo International du Algarve. I'm not good at this track at all. Then I proceeded to get pole. Oh, and the AI is only at 60 because I am a shitty driver. Also, I'm on controller. Easily won the race, and I'll have to turn up the difficulty. P1 so far for the series. Yay! Round 2 at Road America. It wouldn't load. It's stuck at 25%. So after restarting the game, I was able to finally get to qualifying. I turned the AI up to 70, and some awful laps in qualifying, but I managed P19, so hooray! P-Cars at Road America is a lot harder than Forza. I wasn't a big fan of this race. Moved up to P12 in lap 1, but my pace was slow. I lost a position every 2 laps it seemed, and I ended up finishing that race in 14th place. Round 3 at Watkins Glen, AI turned down to 65. Maybe this would be the sweet spot. Qualified in 10th place. The race started and I was a little aggressive, some bumps and bruises. I made 4 positions in 1 lap alone. And, yeah. Finished that race in, like, 7th, I think. Round 4, Nürburgring GP. I think I've had wet tires on this entire time, but after checking them, it was actually set automatically by weather, so that was lucky. Qualified in 6th place. I jumped to position 2, P2 within the first lap, fell to 4th on lap 3, and then surged past everyone at the end of lap 4. Fell back into 6th when a puddle pushed me off into the grass on lap 5. And sadly, I only ended up finishing that race in 5th place, even though I was comfortably in 2nd. And I frigged up because puddles, man. Puddles. So round 5 at Silverstone Grand Prix. Totally failed qualifying. By the time the rain started, the entire field already had good times out there, so I'm trying to put on wet time against their dry time, and I was like 5 seconds behind everybody. So yeah, my only good clean lap was, which was in the wet, which made me suck so hard. And not to mention, it was just a shit race. Started in last, got up to P12, couldn't drive for shit, somehow only put 6 laps of fuel in my car. And then when I went into the pit, it didn't put any fuel in the car. I made a pit stop reluctantly, and the goddamn crew didn't put any gas in my car, which I thought was dumb. I went to run out of fuel within 30 seconds left of the race. Yeah, there's only 30 seconds left on the race, and it just ran out of fuel, so Round 6 at Monza. I have some redeeming to do. I qualified in 15th place, and I just need a top 5 finish. I went from 15th to 7th easily in the first lap, but fell to 8th place after making a mistake later in the race. Racing here at night was freaking mesmerizing. I love Monza. It's one of my favorite tracks. Now, the penultimate type of round where if I suck here, I gotta start all the way over. If I suck at Fuji, then it's over. I gotta start over and do all this shit all over again and lower the AI to 0 so I can actually progress in the race. Now, going to this race, I am 4th in points, and I need to get a good finish to get podium. And I somehow got pole position to start the race. Hooray! Thank you for the GT4 Cup around Fuji, because it really got me familiar with this track. A decent lap 1 battle, and a call for rain at the end of lap 1. Fuck, I'm on hard slicks. I pulled off a pit strategy somehow in a 15-minute race. You betcha I did. I pit on lap 2, at the end of lap 2, as it started just trickling down. I just figured, hey, if it's going to start raining, it's going to start raining hard. That actually ended up being a smart race, or that actually ended up being a smart decision, because, I mean, I only had 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to make up all 21 positions, and I put the wet tires back on the car, and I had to get back to race and go from last place and try to get back into at least top 3. Well, at the end of top 3, a lot of the field pit, and I was in 5th place by the end of it. And the people in front of me, they were on hard slicks. So that was fully in my advantage. Needless to say, by the end of lap 4, and with 7 minutes left of the race, I was way ahead. The rain stopped at lap 6, but I was slowly... the reading's hard! Rain stopped at lap 6, but I was already 30 seconds away from P2. I ended up winning that race, and ended up beating P2 by 42 seconds. Now to see where I stand. Boom! Finished 2nd overall and 1st place in team standings. So that is flippin' awesome. Flippity doobity. That was fucking fun. Now, the car itself had some tuning issues. I suck at tuning. I ended up just using the SMS Slightly Mad Studios stable tune, and that ended up being a really good choice because my tune was horseshit, and that car just felt like very understeery, and I hated it. So after I changed it back to the stock ass tune, then it was really good. So now I want you to choose the next series. Do I enter in the World Sports Car thing, WSCR, or do I join the GT3? I want you to choose. So I'm going to have a poll down below. I want you to vote there, leave comments, please like, subscribe, and all that happy shit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.